Questions? We'll start with Adam.
Ramel, when you went into the game the other day, you didn't look rusty at all. You looked ready. What's that like, waiting for an opportunity, and how do you stay ready?
It starts with practice. You know, in practice, I feel like everybody as a team, we like make sure ones, twos, threes locked in. You know, when you go into practice, act like it's a game, so everybody ready when you get in.
Austin and Vince.
Ramel, when you look at, kind of the change from last year's offense to this year's offense, what parts of it do you feel like fit your game best?
I feel like, we have better chances like to get shots as a receiver. I feel like, the quarterbacks that we have right now, and like the way they teach the quarterbacks actually helps the receiver, and we feel like we're on the same page as an offense and more tempo. I feel like it just works as a better, and we're more explosive.
Ramel, what's it been like to kind of wait for your opportunities? I imagine you expected to be able to contribute and make plays a lot more early on. Why have you been able to kind of stick this through?
I just know, even if I'm not in, I just like try to learn from the people in front of me. Like, we got Devontae, Cedric, like they do make great plays and stuff. Like, I just learn from it, learn from what they do, and like, when my time comes, I just go in and just do what we always do.
Ramel, you had that play last week against Georgia where they threw you the ball down the field. It just went just off your fingertips. Just what was maybe the difference in the play when you went back and watched it, and did you feel like that was a moment you had a chance to make a big play there?
I actually went back and watched that play. It was actually it was on me. I had to actually like run and dig out. If I'd have digged out a little longer, I could have actually had a little more speed to catch up to the ball. But I feel like we had to make those type of plays in order to beat the teams like that. So that's on me.
Adam.
There's a couple of older guys in the receiving corps that won't be back next year. Do you feel like what you're doing now helps you in terms sort of an audition for next season?
I could say that that's setting the foundation of like what we're expected to do as a receiver at Tennessee. So I'm just trying to uphold the standard, do great things like as they do.
Patrick and Wes.
When Javonte goes down and they kind of throw you in there, are you nervous at all? Did it take you a few plays to settle down, or kind of when did you kind of settle in and figure out, hey, I'm just playing. This is what I was prepared for.
I guess like a couple plays, because it's a big game, but I've played a little bit like in real games, so it wasn't that much of a throw off. So it's just like just go in there and play your game.
Yeah, Ramel, watching what Cedric has done this year, after having a couple of years where he really wasn't able to do much, he had guys ahead of him on the depth chart, but then kind of took his chance and really ran with it. Is that something that can sort of maybe inspire a guy like you, a guy to think that, if I just keep working, the shot's going to come and I'm going to be there?
But yeah, just stay down, just stay prayed up, because like said, he wasn't as active last year, but now he is. Now he just kept working. So yeah, that would inspire somebody like me, inspire anybody on any phase of the game. Just stay down, just keep working, and just be ready when your time comes.
Back to Vince and then Wes.
Coach Heupel said that you're doing things outside of catching the football. Well, what are some of those things that you're doing that you felt pretty good about from that last game and recently that are contributing to the team outside of just catches?
Try to get blocks on guys, other people are running, or somebody running down the field, just trying to do your job, like sending a pick, sending a run for somebody, or whatever it is, like trying to get them open, things like that. But just really just trying to finish every play and strain, because that's what the mentality that we have here. So just like straining, making sure that Joe God don't make the play. Yeah, good.
Ramel, in terms of, y'all have had so many, big games against ranked teams lately. You got the final 2 weeks coming up here, and it starts with South Alabama and then Vanderbilt. Y'all are going to be big favorites in both games. How do you sort of keep the focus dialed in the way it normally would be?
We just gotta take these last 2 games as like regular games. Like we still gotta come to play. We still gotta win the game. You know, and we can go to a bowl game and win that way, and just win out. So going in next year, we have a lot of momentum. You know, we're just ready to you know, keep going.
Patrick?
You kind of touched on this earlier, but what about this offense is appealing for you as a wide receiver? And has it been hard? Has it been kind of hard for you to see some of these guys make some of these big plays and kind of wait your turn to get an opportunity to get involved in it?
But you know, like we go so fast with our tempo too, so it opens up a lot of things. And, you know, we like to take shots. We have like options, like what we want to do. So as a receiver, you get to really just go out there and play how you want to play. You know, just basically like sometimes it's just a one-man route. So it's like you know you're getting the ball, so you know you have to win. So it's just good if you're a receiver. You want to come here and just play. Like this is a good offense to be in.
Vince?
What's Hendon Hooker been like as a teammate? How has he impacted you specifically, and do you think the team overall?
I feel like just the way he moves, like his personality, like he's a good leader on and off the field, and you know, in the locker room, he's just a real humble guy. You know, even if like, you know, when he wasn't like playing and stuff, like he's the same way, like it was no change. So he just stayed the way he is, and that's just what I like about him.
Ryan?
Ramel, you kind of touched on it, but you know, how much motivation is it for you guys to maybe get to play in a bowl game and you know, think back on last year, you guys had that opportunity and then it was kind of taken off the table. Does that mean a lot to you guys who've kind of been through some things the last few years?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, we're very thankful to have a bowl game. You know, we're just ready to get it next year. So you know, we can have a lot of momentum going next year, so we can win the games that you know we lost this year. So we can be playing for something bigger in the bowl game too.
Eric?
Hey, Ramel, when running under one of those deep throws, and this might be preference, but how are you guys taught like when to look back for the football?
It depends on how the option route, but usually like 20-30 yards. Let's try to dig out and then look for the ball late. So you know you have like a lot of speed going up, but I think I looked too early, so I didn't have that much momentum going up. So.
All right, thanks, Ramel.